Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me today for another Alfred Hitchcock Presents review. Today I will be talking about Season 4, Episode 33, The Dusty Drawer, starring Dick York. And I have to say, this was a bit of a lighter toned episode and a little bit of a holiday theme as well, and I really enjoyed The Dusty Drawer. It doesn't have the substance of some of the other episodes, but I thought it was entertaining from beginning to end and very fast paced and kind of amusing at times as well. So we start with Alfred Hitchcock in a bank, which sets up some of the themes of the episode. I thought it was fine. So we start at dinner at, I'm guessing it's some kind of boarding house or something where a lot of people live together, and we're introduced to our two main characters who are named Logan and Trit. And it seems that Logan might be a bit of a jokester, prankster, however you want to say it. And he sends Trit a telegram basically asking when he's going to get the $200 back that Trit stole from him. So that's the premise for the rest of the episode. So we get the next scene outside the house, and the two men are kind of arguing a little bit, bickering, again, however you want to say it. And Trit insists he never took this money. He explains exactly what happened, as he works at a bank and there was some confusion over a transaction. But Logan's not hearing any of it. He insists that Trit found a way to take this $200 from him. So we go to the next day in the bank, and Logan comes there and he tells the bank manager that he wants to cash some bonds. He finds out that Trit is responsible for this because his position has improved. He's gotten more authority. So as he's waiting for Trit, he accidentally comes upon this drawer, and it's kind of a hidden, dusty old drawer, kind of like the title of the episode. And apparently no one knows about this drawer, as we'll see through the rest of the episode. So at this point, when Trit comes out, Logan says, "Oh, I'm not ready to cash these bonds back, but I'll be back." But he seems a lot happier all of a sudden. So Logan leaves and he comes back. Basically, he purchases a toy gun, and when Trit comes out to cash his bonds, he pulls this gun on Trit and says he wants $10,000 cash. So naturally, when Trit gets back in his office, he calls the manager and he tells him that Logan has this gun. But when the security and the manager search Logan, he has no gun on him because, of course, he put it in this hidden drawer. So the bank manager apologizes to Logan, who says he won't press charges or anything. It was just a mistake. But really what he's trying to do is make it seem like Trit doesn't know what he's doing, that he's going a little bit crazy. So that seems to be his plan, but we'll find out there's even more to it in a bit. So then we get another pretty good dinner scene where there's another telegram, and Logan kind of acts like the telegram is for him, but really it's for Trit again, of course. And when Trit reads it, it's another thing. It says something about if you don't succeed, try again. So he's really kind of laying it on now at this point. So we go back to the bank again, and Logan pulls the same exact scheme on Trit. He says he wants to cash some bonds. When Trit comes out, he pulls out the gun again, says I want the $10,000. But Trit thinks he's going to outsmart Logan this time, so he actually puts the money in an envelope and waits for Logan to leave the bank. And when Logan leaves, he screams thief, and he calls the bank manager again. So this time they search Logan outside, but of course he has no money on him. They search his briefcase. He has nothing. Trit insists that he probably hid it in the snow, and he actually starts digging in the snow, which was completely ridiculous and also funny. I'm not going to lie, I laughed out loud. So at this point they think Trit is probably crazy. He's been hallucinating all these things, and he was digging in the snow kind of in a crazy way. So it turns out that he's sent to a psychiatrist, I believe it is, but they can't seem to find anything wrong with the guy, which isn't really surprising. So it seems like Logan's succeeding here, but he takes it even a step further. He decides he's going to write this letter from Trit explaining that that Trit stole all the money, and he's going to return it all to the bank except for $200, which he owed someone else, which is of course the money that Logan thinks was his. And at this point, we get one last scene with the manager and Logan, and the manager says he just can't understand it. He says that Trit denied ever taking the money and also denied returning it. So making it look for sure like Trit is definitely crazy and doesn't know what's going on. And Logan basically just grins, and I guess he has his $200 back. And strangely, nobody ever figured out where this drawer was either, which might be a little out there, but you kind of just got to go with it. The lighter tone of this episode makes some of the implausible things kind of work. So I really enjoyed this episode. Like I said, the tone is a little bit strange. It's a lighter toned episode, but it has some serious themes. But this one really worked for me. It's very fast paced. There's a lot going on, and I enjoyed the kind of a light holiday theme as well. So I'm going to give the Dusty Drawer a 4 out of 5. And I would say maybe not an essential episode. Maybe you could call it an essential episode. But if you're in the mood for kind of a lighter episode that isn't so serious, I would definitely recommend the Dusty Drawer. As always, thanks for your support, and thanks for watching.